welcome to another episode of Ghost Hunter Wales. Today we're in Bethesda in North Wales, where we've come to visit the site of an old Quarry hospital. We're going to give you as much history as we can on this place, together with details of the fatalities that occurred within its walls, and we will also be doing a paranormal investigation to see if we can make contact with any spirits that might remain there. So let's go. This is all that remains of a former Penrhyn Quarry hospital, built in 1843 to serve the needs of injured quarrymen working at the vast nearby Penrhyn slate quarries. In use as a hospital for 100 years, it is famous in medical history as the first hospital to carry out the amputation of a limb of an injured quarryman using ether before the days of advanced anaesthetics. The building comprises a central residential block for a resident doctor, a couple of nurses and maybe 2 or 3 housemaids or a servant. A surgical room complete with operating table and medical instruments where life-saving medical procedures or amputations are carried out is at the other end of the building. At the distant end of the building is a ward room where patients would recover or convalesce. The whole building served by one long central corridor. In its time, this building has seen very many deaths resulting from accidents sustained in the quarries. This has been the cause of much local speculation and folklore, and rumours of the site being haunted by the ghosts of those unfortunate souls who died here. A few feet from the hospital building are the remains of the hospital's mortuary building, where the dead would be kept until collected by a local undertaker. The hospital's status as such was reduced somewhat just before the Second World War, whereas casualties would be taken to the treatment room to be assessed by a resident doctor. But by then, more often than not, if too serious to be dealt with at the Quarry Hospital, the doctor would telephone Bangor for a motor ambulance to convey the casualty to the Carnarvon and Anglesey Infirmary upon the Holyhead Road. In the post-war years, only the surgical room remained in use, visited daily at around the day by a local GP, Dr. Pritchard, after he had finished his morning surgery session from his practice in Bethesda. This arrangement continued until 1964. From the early 50s, one of the under-managers and his family were given the tenancy of a former residential part of the building, living there till 1968. Left vacant, the building became broken into and sadly heavily vandalised. In 1974, the quarry owners salvaged all the slates off the roof and much of the internal timberwork, and left open to the elements after the building began to deteriorate rapidly, the result of which is the state it is in today. A short distance from the hospital, a little higher upon one of the many slate tips, can be seen what had originally been a weighbridge cabin. Around 1900 this was converted to become a standby mortuary reserved for fatalities declared dead at the scene of the accident, or as a secondary mortuary for use if the one near the hospital was fully occupied. Regarding the small separate mortuary, if you notice, looking closely at what's left of the internal walls of this little building, it can still be faintly seen where the walls are painted red, 4 feet up from floor level, over the overall whitewash walls. To put it not too fine a point on it, many fatalities would be in a very bloodied state.